somebody to love. They don't need my money, 'cause I'm more than enough. Get up, stay up, get up, or get out. Get up, stay up, get up, or get out. Come on, baby, get on down, get on down. Put your pants on, put your pants on. Come on, baby, get on down, get on down. Put your pants on, put your pants on. Come on, baby, get on down, get on down. Put your pants on, put your pants on. Come on, baby, get on down, get on down. Put your pants on, put your pants on. Come on, baby, get on down, get on down. Put your pants on, put your pants on. Come on, baby, get on down, get on down. Put your pants on, put your pants on.
I can't let you do this. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be the same. Oh boy, there's gotta be more to this. Just tell me that I'll hold you in my arms again. Give me your loving, give me your loving. Just give me your loving, give it to me, baby. Give me your loving, just give me your loving. Yeah, give me your loving, give it to me, baby. I know you're telling me you're leaving, but all I wanna do is hold you now and hear the sound of your heart beating. If there's a way to stop this, show me how. Give me your loving, give me your loving. Just give me your loving, give it to me, baby. Give me your loving, just give me your loving. Yeah, give me your loving, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby, baby. Give it to me, baby, baby. Just give it to me, baby, baby. Give it to me, baby. Yeah. Give me your loving, give me your loving. Just give me your loving, give it to me, baby. Give me your loving, just give me your loving. Yeah, give me your loving, give it to me, baby.
You won't ever find me at a club, 'cause if I ever tried to cut a rug, by the time the night is done, you will know that I'm a strange one. I don't ever know what to do, how to find a beat, how to groove. But I dream about finding you, you make me wanna sway. And you'd say, dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. I don't care about where or when, pick a song that never ends. Dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. Close your eyes, just move your body. If you only knew what it's like to feel like you have all eyes on every little move you make, you can't seem to find your way. Maybe all this time I've lied, maybe I just never tried. 'Cause boy, when I'm alone with you, you make me wanna sway, wanna move. Dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. I don't care about where or when, pick a song that never ends. Dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. Close your eyes, just move your body. With me, 나랑 춤출래. I don't care about where or when. Pick a song that never ends. Dance with me, 나랑 춤출래. Close your eyes, just move your body.
Come closer, let's taste the life and touch the sky, yeah, till it's over, over. In a minute we're sober, we're born to live and die for love. We know that, know that. We be running and running and running the storm, you and me. We be loving and living above and beyond. I do, and I know that you do too. They don't know you, don't know you, don't know you like I do, I do. I promise to be in with you. I got you, I will come through. We like colors, not black and white. We paint the sky with our colors, colors. Yeah, no limit. The speed of life, we on the highway. We savage, savage. We be running and running and running the storm, you and me. We be loving and living above and beyond. I do, and I know that you do too. They don't know you, don't know you, don't know you like I do, I do. I promise to be in with you. I got you, I will come through. No, they got nothing on you.
Hello, Internet. How are you doing? We are glad to be back. What a week it has been. Certainly one filled with too many YouTube video essays and not enough time. But here we are, back at it again. Happy to have all of you wonderful faces, new and old. But of course, I cannot do this alone. So allow me to welcome the rest of tonight's cast. First and foremost, they are the section that says new books, who's actually been the same books for the last 12 years at the public library. It's Alex.
They're new to me as long as I haven't read them.
Absolutely. An individual with a Dewey Decimal tattoo and 4 local library cards. It's Max.
They keep catching me, but I keep getting out.
An individual who does meet the author days despite having never written a book. It's Dan.
Look, I will write something eventually, so you might as well meet me now.
And lastly, the individual who started the famed reverse library where it's all screaming all the time, it's Steve.
I bench pressed a child today.
Absolutely. Glad to have you all here. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting week all around. Chat, how are you doing? How's everyone out there in chat land hanging out on their Friday evening? And then those of you that are currently inside a TV, how are your lives going?
Oh, good. I like how you say that. Glad to be back, even though it's just back from last week.
That's true. No, it's back from the future, Matt. We know how all the sports are going to work out, and now we're rich.
We can show up our bullies, and we can hang out with our
Wait a
moms.
No, we are the bullies.
We came back to invest in GameStop.
Yeah,
wait,
exactly.
I don't think we went back far enough.
I would love a series about a time traveler who's always just too late. Who's just a little bit too late for where they want to be. Oh.
They get back to their high school sweetheart's wedding, but just like right after they get married.
Right.
You can only show up right after the event you want to be at. Could you game it where you're like, yeah, I definitely want to be at the pre-game show of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I think there's a way to play.
Maybe the game knows. Maybe the machine knows. It knows what you really want. Yeah,
absolutely.
That kind of sounds like torture at this point.
Yeah, this is definitely a would you rather question. Would
Right.
you rather be able to travel in time, but you always
arrive a day late?
Or
you know what? I really think we need to write this. Send it to Adam Sandler. This is click 2, everybody. We're getting there.
I think it's a will you
Place
press
your
the
battery.
button? I think it's a will you press the button question. Like, would you guys do it if you could travel back in time, but you always arrive a day late?
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Or it's a Benjamin button too.
What's the catchy name for Click 2?
Clickbait. That's what.
Click 2, clickbait. Yeah.
And it's internet themed. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's on the.
it writes
that's on the
itself.
horizon.
Yep, it writes
It writes
itself.
itself.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says that. That's my merch shirt. All right, let's jump into a game here. We're gonna play a game called Horoscope. So what we're gonna need to go ahead and get started is just tell us what your sign is. Let us know what you'd like to know astrologically. I should say that my sister, who runs not an astrology podcast, this heavily features astrology,
Right.
has offered on a Tuesday night to come in and read all of our signs in earnest. So if that's a thing that we would like to do,
I think we'd
do that.
be too disrespectful. I don't know if it's,
that was my hesitancy as well, but I do think it would be at least a little interesting.
I think we'd have fun. I think it'd be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that they want to start streaming as well, so maybe that'll be a good way to cross streams.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. We're gonna go ahead and keep those signs coming. This one is for Libra. This is the Libra horoscope. I don't think we have done too many Libra ones.
All right. Look deep
into the
abyss, and
you will
see truth.
But be
where for
there are
lots of
scorpions down
there that
may pinch
your butt.
Don't try
to approach
the scorpions,
or else
you will
perish.
It is foretold by the stars. Amazing. Yes. This is the problem where sometimes you look at chat but you don't know where the thing is. Because I thought P Mommy was saying avocado was their sign. I was like, well, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
This next one will be for Capricorn.
Cap.
Or Caps. Captain's Americas. Today is
Very short.
But beware.
For you.
We'll learn.
It is.
Long enough.
To find.
Your love.
In something.
See-through.
And maybe.
You will.
Learn to.
Love yourself.
It is foretold.
By the stars!
So
So wholesome.
So wholesome. Hey, man, you gotta have some good news once in a while, right? You can all use a little good news. Yes, excited for you Capricorns out there.
Yeah.
We'll do...
Caps are overpowered this week.
Caps overpowered.
We'll fix them in the patch next week.
Oh my god.
These are these are patch notes.
I love that idea.
I sent out a tweet from the Show and Tell account a while ago that was, today is the 1-year anniversary of the pandemic update, or pandemic expansion. Can't wait to see what the devs come up with next. Hashtag pay to win. Anyways, we'll do one more. Let's do... Dan, what sign have we done the least of?
I don't think we've done like that many Tauruses.
All right, we'll do Taurus.
Taurus it is.
Water slides are
very close
to the
deconstruction of
your ego.
It is foretold.
The stars!
Oh god.
Oh, we'll do one more. We'll do Scorpio. Thanks, P Mommy. Oh boy.
So do you?
Go to
the nearest
Arby's and
ask them
for a
secret item
from the
secret menu.
They might
deny that
it exists,
but you
must insist.
For you
know better.
It is foretold.
Stars!
Alright, we need to get out of here. This is a weird headspace. We need to leave. The stars are on some shit tonight.
Stars are on some shit every night.
That's true.
Last week's was wild.
That was wild.
What those stars do, Doe.
Only Scorpios can access the Arby's secret menu this week. So
Yeah.
be careful. Any other signs, no, not allowed. Just like any other sign that isn't an Aries isn't allowed to commit a murder.
It's true.
Gorgon, the dessert triangle.
Like a pie.
I like it. They have wow, now I can't remember what they're called, but they are like little triangular pastries at Arby's. They're pretty good.
Oh,
Alex, will you make me a merch shirt with that on it? A dessert triangle merch shirt?
When Gorgon was saying the dessert triangle, I thought they were trying to think of the Bermuda Triangle. This is just... we were missing on a lot of different levels here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the cylinders were firing all different rhythms.
Exactly.
Oh, long-green card metaphor. Real good at those. How's everyone's week? Anything exciting happen?
Why do we still talk about cars in realm of horsepower?
That's a good point.
Because
what is your suggested alternative, Dan? Remember, we
Car
propose
power.
solutions here.
We have cars.
Dan, a thing can't be a measure of itself. That doesn't seem helpful.
Why not? You have
One car equals one car?
Look.
Or you're going to end up in a worse situation where it's like, wow, my truck is actually 1.4 cars. And you're like, well, how does that work?
It's car power, you know? Because how else do you describe how fast a horse is going? Do you do like goat power? And then how fast do you do a goat? Like, you know?
I think one car power has to be like the power equivalent to like a Nissan Sentra, right?
Yeah.
Like a specific car. So then you can be like, oh, this here Ford F-150, this has got 16 car power.
Yeah.
So cars are just going to come to the classic anime trope of power creep, is what you're telling me.
Well,
Yeah.
Because what if we were measuring car power, right? Your theoretical car power off of, say, I don't know, the Model T, the original car, right? So now where it's like, now people are going to be out there and be like, oh, well, my car is actually 12,000 Model T car. This is just the Zimbabwe of cars, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's what horsepower is anyway. Like,
Well,
which horse?
Dan.
What's the horse?
Which horse?
You know it was named after a
Mr.
person, right?
A person named Horsepower?
No,
Oh.
Charles Horse. He was an engineer. God, what was it? Toyota or
it
was
was
an
real
early-
history or is this
early
fake
car
history?
manufacturer, and he was kind of like one of the chief engineers on that, like the engine specifically, and they coined the term because most scientists name the unit of measurement after themselves because that's the only thing they get in their life. And it's really interesting because like he went on to do a couple other things, like he worked on some of the land speed record cars, and I think that those are really cool. Like the have you ever seen the land speed record cars? They like
It says,
they're like little
The
rockets.
really flat ones?
Steve, I just did a quick Google. It said
Yeah, Steve,
the
that is
person
not
is
what my
it's
Google
not right
search
at all.
said.
I know you're making that up. You son of a gun.
Oh,
We're not playing bullshit, Steve.
can we? Anyways, it was James Watt, which is also ironic. But his name is James Watt. He's the guy who figured it out. And can we create a little pop-up that comes up sometimes that we can hit that either says real history or real fact or fake fact that we can determine? Because like, I think it would be helpful for me and everyone else.
You know how in England somewhere they have like the 1 kilogram that's like, it is the kilogram for like the entire universe? You know, like it's the reference kilogram?
Yeah.
I want to have like a reference horse where it's like, this is the horse that equals 1 horsepower,
This
and
is
we've kept
the
it alive.
horsepower horse.
Well, look, as long
We've
as
kept it alive
Whoa.
forever.
As long
It's-
as-
It just goes around to like state fairs. It's like a local celebrity.
yeah.
As long as that horse can consistently only pull 745.7 watts, then we got our horse, all right?
There you
Maybe
go.
it gets chosen like the Dalai Lama, where it gets presented a bunch of horse toys, and whatever ones it picks out, it's the spiritual successor to the previous the horse.
So horsepower changes every.
It's the power horse. Yeah. Oh, I like this. This is good. This is
Yeah.
good.
This is
Mhm.
good world building for
This
some
is good
sort
moral
of.
narrative.
You guys,
It's-
you know it's always a good start to the night where you say something and everybody goes, I think he's lying, but I need to Google it to make sure.
Steve, we never know with you. Okay.
Uh,
You're extremely smart, but you're also extremely good at lying. So it's a
That's true.
weird combination.
Fun fact, I wasn't lying in my opening bit. I did bench press a child today.
Oh.
Yeah, my nephews came over, so just like,
I mean, I've seen you bench press Dan multiple occasions,
Yeah.
so I don't.
that wasn't
all-
squat, that wasn't bench
Oh,
press.
I'm sorry.
All I
apologize.
know is every time I assume you're telling the truth, you're lying, and every time I think you're lying, you're telling the truth. It's basically all we've wrapped this up to be.
That is true.
All right, let's move on to our next game.
Well,
Yeah,
I made the dessert triangle merch.
I would love to see the dessert.
All right, let
Not
us see.
great, but you know.
Yeah, it gets the point across. I've
It's a
never
point
seen
across.
those in my life, but they do look delicious. So
They do look delicious.
They're pretty good.
Oh, so this is the thing I'm going to say that definitely won't come back to bite me. I got a YouTube recommendation, and it was called Being a Tourist in Philadelphia. And I was like, that is the city in which I live. I shall watch this video. Basically, it's one of those things where it's like this guy and his wife who travel around the world kind of shtick. But it was cool. Like, they actually made Philly. He kept saying the whole time, he was like, I thought this was going to suck, but it turns out Philly is one of my favorite cities in the country now. Like, he is an American, and he's like, it's way cooler than New York City. He's like, outside of Chicago, I think it has the greatest architecture in like the country, like all the stuff. Really nice things. But he did something I've always wanted to do, which is he took a tour of the Philadelphia Masonic Temple. And the inside of it is gorgeous. But it only made me reaffirm the fact that I want to become a Freemason. One, because I think it's just, if I were to tell someone I was a Freemason, that just fits my personality so well.
Yeah, no one would be surprised.
I have tried once before. I sent an email that happened I think I sent it 2 years ago, and they never responded to it. But when the world opens up again, I'm going to go there and demand an application to become a Freemason. And then my theory is that within 10 years' time, I can rule the city of Philadelphia. But anyways, that's not important. Let's play our next game.
Gorgon, thanks for that sub.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you so much.
10 months.
Woo!
Hot damn.
That's a baker's baby. It's an extra month.
Oh boy,
they certainly had a bun in the oven.
Take it out now.
Anyways, we're gonna move on to this next game. What a night this has been. This next game is called Comment Thread. So what we're gonna need from the chat is a bunch of one-word syllable. Damn it! Every time. I tried so hard. In the end, it didn't even matter.
For all of you that won your bet tonight, you can collect your money after the show.
There totally could be show and tell prop bets. It would not be a hard thing to do.
Oh yeah.
We'll work on designing that for the future, or I guess our bingo card. We can do that as well. Yeah, keep those suggestions coming.
Did we ever go into the ramifications of a one-word syllable versus a one-syllable word?
I think
sure we did multiple times.
Yeah.
I feel like a one-syllable or one-word syllable is technically, I think it would be interchangeable. I don't remember my position of.
I think that was kind of the consensus we came to. Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right, even if it is. All right, let's.
Alrighty,
we're going
let's
to the
do
break.
it.
Whoa!
Excellent. Oh no, Crab's been betting against us this whole time. Steve, I'm thinking of that thing that monarchs wear on their head to signify their power and really gets to a point of wealth and...
Oh, you're thinking of a crown.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
thinking of the kind of face a monarch would make if the people realized they had their own executive power.
No. You're thinking of a frown. I'm thinking of that thing that monarch tells to come in to entertain them, with juggling or face paint.
No. You're thinking of a clown. I'm thinking of the way that clown would be feeling if, they did a bad job and they were going to get executed. They wouldn't feel up.
Oh, no. You're thinking of down. I'm thinking of sort of an area. It's bigger than a village, but smaller than a city.
Oh, no. You're thinking of a town. I'm thinking of what might happen to that jester if they didn't perform well. They'd be executed by being thrown into a large body of water where they could no longer breathe.
You're
tied to their feet.
Of the drown. Obviously something the monarchy would do. I'm thinking of a royal gift that the monarch would give their wife in this instance because it is a female piece of clothing that is known for being regal and dressed up.
Oh, you're thinking of a gown. See,
Yes.
I'm thinking of nothing. That was
You
mine
just have to
too.
think WWRD. What would royalty do? That's what you need to do. Good one. That was a fun one. All right. What else do we got? Steve, I'm thinking of the incredibly stupid name of the latest Pokemon team. It's another word
you're
for
thinking
shout.
of yell.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the incredibly stupid name of an improv team that I know of that performs every Friday nights from 9 to 11.
Oh, no. You're thinking of show and tell. I'm thinking of this incredibly dumb mechanic in Mario Kart where there's a blue thing that hits the first person.
No. You're thinking of a shell. I'm thinking of this thing that just sounds so dumb, and you ring it all the time for like.
No, you're thinking of a bell. I'm thinking of a really stupid thing that people throw money into, thinking it's going to make their dreams come true.
Oh, you're thinking of a well.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of what happens to really stupid people when their feet catches on like a little bump on the sidewalk and they're no longer standing.
Oh, no. Those people fell. I'm thinking of these dumb, stupid little organisms that make up our bodies.
No, you're thinking of a cell. I'm thinking of this really dumb place. Like you go there when you die, and it's just
No, you're thinking of hell. I'm thinking of this dumb computer company that used to send their computers in cow print boxes, thinking that was him.
Of Dell. I'm thinking of this really stupid company that makes this type of pudding or wiggly snack food that ends in an O and relies on pig bones, I think? I don't remember the recipe.
Thinking of gel? I have nothing. I have no more hatred in me.
Yeah, that was a roller coaster.
I have no more hatred in me.
Crabstar, didn't Dell acquire Gateway? Am I wrong about that? Or
I think you're right.
because I'll admit that I forgot that it was Gateway, but I'm pretty sure Dell acquired Gateway, unless I'm completely out of the wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just laughing that Steve called them the recipe instead of ingredients. Like,
No, I said I don't
bone.
remember the recipe for making Jello.
I know, but you're not wrong. It's just like
Actually,
just the idea of someone going to their cabin and being like, "Not I have newt today." Oh, pig bone.
I
that's
ran
right.
out of pig bones. Guess I can't make Jello.
Oh, jeez. Gateway was acquired by Acer. Damn it. Oh well, we got there. Thanks for keeping us honest.
Oh, so you technically lose then, dog?
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave.
I mean, you can say anything if the person gets what you mean.
I
it
mean,
doesn't matter.
he did say something and I did get it. So those are kind of two of the four only rules that we have.
Steve, I'm thinking of a character that came in sticker form and was placed on household products that were considered toxic to ingest. He was a green smiley face with a very mean expression, and his first name was Mister.
You're thinking of Mr. Meep?
Sure. Okay.
I'm thinking. I genuinely have no idea who that character is.
You can't be wrong. So
Mr.
it's
Meep
fine.
now, yeah. So
I'm thinking of this character. I'm thinking not a character. God. I'm thinking of what androids don't dream of electric versions of these.
Oh no, you're thinking of sheep.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of what an android would do if it realized that it wasn't a conscious being, but it had the ability to feel sadness, and so it could do this.
Oh, you're thinking of Weep. I'm thinking of a amount of time for which one places a tea bag into a water. Usually has a preferred
you're thinking
timing.
of a steep. I'm thinking of what I believe to be a traditional Easter food. It's a sweet candy type marshmallow bit.
No. You're thinking of a peep. I'm thinking of what happens to how power, for example, horsepower, when you start using newer and newer horses to sort of convey.
No, you're thinking of Creep. I'm thinking of an incredibly frugal person who doesn't want to spend money. You could say that they are withholding your cash.
You're thinking of a Veep, like a VIP or VP. VP? VP.
No.
I think he was thinking of cheap.
Yeah, it's pretty clearly cheap.
Yeah, but VPs are, in fact,
Frugal?
people.
All right.
Vice presidents are notoriously frugal.
All right, we got
I'm
the
thinking of the business vice president.
Uh-huh.
Specific.
we got the
I don't
finals
know.
between Dom and
Maybe-
Alex.
Maybe you could have sold me on the CFO, but not the VP.
Yeah.
Sales? You got a VP of finance?
VPs of sales are usually very lavish spenders, I should point out.
But are they within the company's aspect?
All right, let's get a word in here. Oh, jeez. You know what? It's the final round. We'll go hard. Alex, I'm thinking of the company that acquired Gateway
Oh
after the
my
year 2000.
God, you're thinking of Acer.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a cartoon character that drives a really, really fast car.
No, you're thinking of Speed Racer. I'm thinking of a video game character from the hit series Overwatch.
No, you're thinking of Tracer.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a person who doesn't come in first or third. They come right between those two.
You're thinking of a second placer? I'm thinking of.
We'll allow it.
All right.
Continue.
Okay.
He got
good.
it. He got it.
I'm thinking of something that you would use to create a gap between two things. They use it a lot, I think, in medical situations.
No, you're thinking of a spacer.
Correct.
I'm thinking of something that you typically use to hold structures together or to sort of have load bearing in certain
You're
areas.
thinking of a bracer? I'm thinking of something that is used to remove other things, the act of which is a verb, typically found at the end of pencils.
Oh, no, you're thinking of an eraser.
Correct.
I'm thinking of the person in Tag who is it. They're not the person running away. They're
No, you're thinking of a chaser. Damn it, that was mine! There's nothing worse than hearing your suggestion.
Oh yeah, especially on the last round, that'll really throw.
Oh,
God.
GG. GG.
Damn.
Yeah, well played. I'm
okay.
surprised we got as far as we did with Ace.
I did too. Honestly, we had to really work our way out from that one. But,
That was impressive.
we
Second
get
place,
there.
very dubious, but you
It's
did
the final round. I feel like you can do shadier shit on the final round.
If Dom didn't get it, then Alex would have been wrong no matter what. But
Yeah.
since Dom did get it, it's fair play, you know. It just keep going.
Technically.
Yeah. It was there. First I was like, is there a word for a person in second place? And I was just like, no, there isn't.
Not really.
Other than the first loser.
18 months.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
1.5 years.
We
That's
haven't
incredible.
even been streaming for that long.
That's 2 babies.
It's 2 babies.
I don't know why I always think of our subscribers in terms of babies.
Babies.
Yeah.
Remember, for every 9 months you subscribe, you qualify for a new stimulus check because it's a legal person.
Yes, a new dependent.
Yeah.
I have not gotten a single stimulus check. Ain't that
Out
fun?
of any of them?
Yeah, out of any of
There's supposed to
What?
be there's supposed to be like a rebate thing. Have you done your taxes yet?
them. Not for like this upcoming.
I would have hoped that you did your taxes last year.
Yeah.
But supposedly when you do your taxes this year, they have like a rebate thing, so they'll get it back to you as well.
Oh,
You gotta check
I'll
on
get
that,
like all
my
three
guy.
at once then.
It could be.
I
I'm
hope.
not exact. You might not get the new one. I'm pretty sure you'll get the old one.
You might want to pull at credit history. Make sure no one stole your identity or anything and has been receiving your checks. 'Cause
No,
you
I
should have
think
gotten at
what it
least
was-
one of them by now.
I think what it was is when I filed my taxes last time, I was a student or something like that.
Oh, so you didn't qualify because you were a student last
I
year.
think that's like my
Yeah.
best guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
you might want to get on that then.
Yeah.
I heard that happened to a lot of people. But if you do your taxes, then they still won't.
Which, like, let's think about it for a second here. That's some bullshit not giving the stimulus to
Yeah, it's
some
good.
college students.
But we do have another Twitch baby.
Another baby!
Wait, whoa. This one's only 8 months. Are you saying it's a little bit premature?
No.
It's not
They-
9 months. It's an 8th month
Oh,
streak.
8 months streak.
Streak.
Okay, I
Yes.
missed
Because
that.
you know how you don't have to have your baby all at once.
Yeah. You
You
can
can-
take breaks every once in a while.
Yeah, this was an
Like
8-month
King
streak.
Solomon.
Yeah.
You don't need-
Thank you.
Are you getting a down payment on your baby? What is that?
I mean, I'm really just leasing to own right now. I didn't want to buy it outright.
What is the Rent-A-Center of babies?
An orphanage?
Oh no!
God.
Oh no!
Oh.
That's
Or I
so
guess
dark.
foster home, maybe?
Oh, that's so bad. Oh, we have to move on.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. What's
As-
the
as
vibe
host of
tonight,
this show,
fellas? Oh no!
I can't in good conscience continue conversation here. We must move forward. We're gonna play a game called genre storytelling. So what we're gonna need from you, chat, is a bunch of genres. Yeah, we're gonna get canceled. It's a
Yeah.
matter of time.
Very quick.
matter of when. not
Only
if.
you
Yeah.
have the power to cancel us, so take that power and do it, chat.
Sooner
Please,
rather than
if
later.
we deserve it, please cancel us. That's
How
in
did
all
we-
earnestness. If we deserve it, cancel us
Chat,
for sure.
do you guys know what our red card emote means? Because I feel like if we ever earned red cards to be spammed in chat, that would have been
Yeah, our red card
Yes.
has fallen in disuse. Chad, you've gotta keep up with reminding us that we have a place.
Yes, it's true. Keep us in that place.
The red card is your voice.
All right. Keep these suggestions coming.
They keep on coming and coming. What about?
Nice, Dan.
I don't remember.
Nice.
I really want to remember what the first line of that verse is, but I really don't remember.
In this context, there's no disrespect. So when I bust my rhyme, you break your
You
neck.
break your neck.
Man, I got shown up. Whoa.
You know how you just shout the last 4 words of every rap because those are the only words that you know?
Disconnect from all intellect and letting the rhythm affection.
Now,
Yeah,
now
a
you're
copyright claim. Good. What I wanted on this. We're gonna have to make some poor employee of Twitch watch our shit ass VOD and be like, "What
Look.
is happening here?
Look,
Why do we allow this on our website?"
that's how we get more viewers. The more we make the staff of Twitch have to watch us to see if we're breaking any DMCA, the more viewers we get.
Also, now's a really good time to say, keep those Twitch clips coming. If you like what you see, clip it. If you don't like what you see, clip it again.
Kurt is right.
If we see a double clip, we know that it's a bad clip. But what if it was a triple clip mean? Oh god.
Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh man, there's so many good. I was only supposed to write 4 suggestions down, but I wrote 8, so this is a problem.
Give us each 2 genres. We have to blend
not
them.
a little bit,
No,
Daniel. Not even a little bit. Oh damn it! Why are these so good tonight?
I mean, hold on,
I'm
guys.
so upset.
You know at some point we're gonna do double genre storytelling.
It'll happen.
We know
Tonight is
it's-
not the night, but it will happen.
But
Yeah.
at some point we will.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay. Here we go. Alrighty.
Oh, Toonwit did exactly what you asked.
Oh no, this is tragedy. Okay. Jesus. Dan, yours is Instagram story.
Fuck me.
You can add the word influencer in there. Influencer in there as well.
I think it's implied.
Yeah, I think so too. Steve, yours is. I'll let you pick because there's 2 kind of similar ideas. Do you want award show speech or graduation speech?
I'll do graduation speech.
Okay, Steve takes graduation speech.
All in.
Max, I think you're the most qualified for this one. You have Adult Swim cartoon. Which is just a whole aesthetic unto itself. And then Alex, you have. I'll let you pick as well, since I wrote so many down, and I think everyone deserves a chance. You can either take kids YouTube confessional. Like, you never seen like a YouTube video of a kid vlogging like that, like someone who's clearly too young to be on YouTube.
Okay.
Or incredibly stressful boardroom acquisition.
I'm gonna go with the boardroom acquisition.
Okay, sounds good. You can just write boardroom, Dan.
Okay.
There we go. I don't remember which of those ones I listed got picked, so as soon as Dan changes the scene. Oh, what we're gonna need to from chat is we're just gonna need a title for whatever this horrific story is gonna end up being. So go ahead and give us a title. It can be anything you want. We're not particular. Alex, Toonwit says that you could be the Sonic Kid in another
I
life.
could be Sammy.
Sammy?
When will you learn?
This one is called, the story is called No Eyes, No Judgment. That's what I like to hear.
No eyes. No. This is much
Dan,
longer.
Yeah. Can you make the first no all capital and the second no not capital at all?
Okay.
That'd be incredibly
Do you want? What about the eyes
This
and
is-
the judgment?
all lowercase.
Oh, it's all okay.
The
so
only thing
so the only thing
all I
that's
think
capital is the first
no.
no
Yep.
in
We
both letters.
let it be known that we respect authorial intent here at
Exactly.
Show Until Live above all things.
We
Okay.
respect the text.
We do.
Like there's a
We're
lot of
text-driven.
subtext. Look, grammar is supposed to assist meaning, and we will not impede that. All right. Do you want us to go through and remind you what our things are?
I would
Yes,
be
please.
delighted if you could do so.
All right. I have Instagram story. That's-
Oh, I have Adult Swim cartoon.
I'm a graduation speech.
And I am Nerfus boardroom pitch.
There we go. There we go. All right, let's start off. No eyes, no judgment with grad speech.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations today. You have worked very hard to get here, and I just wanted to bring a little story into our relationship for today.
Instagram.
Hey everybody! Okay, I'm gonna try to jump off the side of this building, and you tell me if the people down there are gonna be surprised. All right. Okay, and all right. So I just jumped off the building, but everybody around sort of just looked at me, and they're giving me this weird judgment. I don't
Adult
like it.
Swim.
Samantha then walked from outside of onto the streets, puts her phone away, and walks into the bank. She pulls out a gun and tries to hold up the bank. She says, "Everybody, get down on the ground. I want your money right now." But then the bank teller hits the button, and all of the steel doors fall down from the bank. It looks like it's about to get hairy.
Boardroom.
Now, I think that we're all perfectly aware of steel doors on banks, so that I don't have to explain that to anyone here. But what you may not realize is that we have decided that it would be beneficial to have the whole court case inside where the crime is happening, and that's what I would like to show you today.
Grad speech.
And so we had a court case in a bank vault. Now, that may seem a bit out of place, but let me tell you, a lot of life is going to seem out of place moving forward for you. And you're going to have to be able to deal with that because you're graduating. You earned this.
Adult Swim.
Then Samantha called upon her lawyer to come up, and much to her surprise, she realized that former President Bill Clinton was her lawyer. And he says, "Hey, y'all, I'm gonna try and do a good job here, but things are looking pretty bad for Samantha.
Instagram.
Look, everyone, Bill Clinton is going off. All right, I need you to follow him right now at Bill Clinton legit. All right, now
Grad
look.
speech.
And the day I was in the room with Bill Clinton, I learned a valuable lesson about living your life. You've got to understand the good and the bad and take it both in stride.
Boardroom.
Because
Now, what you can see here is that while crimes go from down to up, our effectiveness actually goes from down to up as well. And that is because when you have the crime watching and persecuting in the same place, it's easier.
Instagram.
The judge, look. Can we just get, I have so many followers, all right, and they're watching right now. I'm live streaming this to all my followers. They have hashtag free Samantha now going. So
Adult Swim.
Now, I'm pretty glad that everybody forgave me for all that stuff that happened, but let's just free Samantha now. Hashtag that I've been hearing about. Say, Judge, who's the other lawyer that was prosecuting? And then the alien from the movie Aliens comes out, and they are the prosecutor. They're wearing a sharp slate suit that's gray, 3-piece. And they come out with a briefcase and open it with a large bulletin board with well-made points.
Grad speech.
And there's 3 points to make in success for your life. You have to identify the criminal.
Instagram.
Look over at these aliens, and they're looking like hashtag Blair Witch Project, hashtag 28 Days Later looking dummies. Come on, we can take them.
The second point number 2. All right, well, my slide's not working, but point number 2 is basically once you identify them, you can prosecute them for the crime. And so you know that already.
Adult Swim.
And that is why, Your Honor, the alien goes on, that Samantha may not be convicted here of a violent crime, but I believe that it is important for our society to make her do many hours of menial labor for the community. And the judge goes, knock, knock. Yes, that is, thank you, alien from Aliens. I judged you too early. You are indeed a productive member of our society. Court adjourned.
The end. No eyes, no judgment. Oh, the alien story.
No eyes, no judgment.
Wow. Max, you had me in the first half. I was like, this guy's never seen an Adult Swim cartoon. But then, wow, you really pulled it out there in the end.
He had it.
Blown away. You hit the genre so well.
Thanks.
Man, I've been thinking about going back and watching all of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. You know what that is? You familiar with that show? You know what Space Ghost Coast to Coast
I know
is?
of it, yeah.
Basically, Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law is what if all of the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons had to go to court? And it was set in kind of like a modern universe city, essentially, but they're all represented by this guy named Harvey Birdman, who is just a birdman, like a superhero with wings who got a law degree and now practices law. And, it's good. It's good. Pretty exceptional. How's everyone's week though? Anything exciting happen that we didn't get to talk about in the first half?
I'm just
Well,
getting mentally prepared to have to watch the Snyder Cut with my roommates tomorrow.
Yikes! What a time!
Doing
You
that
got
tomorrow.
4 hours of your life.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Never getting it back.
It's not.
some people have told me, some people who have watched it have told me it's good. It's worth it. So
Really?
Where's the bar though? You know.
I don't know. Yeah, that's the question.
Are you gonna do the thing where you watch the first one so that when you watch the second one, you can make a comparative
Oh dear
analysis?
God.
You want me to lose more than 4 hours? No.
I don't want to support the release, but I am really curious of like what it's like. So I am gonna watch it as well.
I actually have not seen the original cut.
It's pretty mediocre. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I
It's
haven't
just-
seen it either.
It's just bad Avengers. That's it.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I
mean-
heard.
I've just never really gotten into DC all that much, you know? Like
That's
call
a
me
real
Marvel
shame.
fanboy, but
Because Marvel has the best heroes, but DC has the best villains, and like
Yes.
that's just undeniable.
I will agree to that. And also, I agree to the point that a lot of people make where Marvel has the best live action, but DC has the best animated.
Oh, DC animated is on a whole other level.
Unless-
Though I will.
Now, this is the exception is Into the Spider-Verse. I will put my foot down and say that Into the Spider-Verse is the best animated superhero movie of all time. But DC like Justice League animated stuff and stuff like that, like
Young
that
Justice.
Young
really-
Justice
yeah,
is
like
very
Young Justice.
good.
Young Justice is great.
Teen Titans, like it's
Very good.
just very top-notch stuff there.
I do think Young Justice is probably better than Teen Titans, but thank you, John Galt.
Thanks, John
Hey.
Galt.
For the
Thanks,
sub.
got-
This, uh,
2/9 of a baby going there. Keep working at it.
Nice. Oh
Dude,
dear
nice.
God, that's what we're doing now.
Oh, jeez. I will say though, I have been with my roommate. We just got started the second season. Doom Patrol on HBO Max is very good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And not just because it also has Alan Turing, not Alan Turing, Alan Tudyk in it. Very different guy than Alan Turing, but Alan Tudyk is in it. But yeah, Doom Patrol is very, very good. So I would recommend that if you're looking for a live-action DC show that doesn't suck.
Even like very much more recent is the new Harley Quinn show, animated
Yes,
show.
also very good.
That's also very very fun. It just has such a specific tone, but is a lot of fun as well.
What I found very interesting is they went through like, and this is only a 2-person sample size, but hear me out.
Okay.
For the animated parts of Harley Quinn, they have just been casting the people from The Big Bang Theory.
That is true. There are a lot of individuals. You know who's also in that show? Alan Tudyk. He plays several characters in that show as well. Anyways, I'm Alan Tudyk's #1 fan, and I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. This is not a bit. It's very true.
Who's gonna say otherwise? Like another Alan Tudyk fan that thinks they're
Yeah,
more
like
of a
another
fan
one
than you?
exists. Yeah, like anyone else cares that much. But I gotta get a cardboard cutout. That's what I do. That's how I know it's real. But
Would you do a Tunic trivia night where we just ask you trivia about?
I don't know. Like that's not how I feel like my brain works. It's more like I just know a lot of collective things. Like I could tell you a lot of things he's been in. So if I guess if it's from his like IMDb page, I could probably
Wait.
tell you.
Dan, are you suggesting like reverse trivia where the group questions one person as though it's like a tribunal or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. This could be a thing that we do actually do on a Tuesday because there is one panel show that I haven't yet figured out how to adapt for a Tuesday stream. And it's an Australian panel show called Hard Quiz. And basically what it is everyone says, I'm an expert or I know a ton about this subject. Then the host goes back, writes questions about the subject, and if you answer it correctly, you get points. But if someone else can answer your question before you and gets it right, they get extra points for being more of an expert on a subject than you were. So if you all wanted to submit things, or if one of us wanted to like host, we could just submit things that we are self-proclaimed experts on. Like Dan, yours could be like cameras or something like that. Something you think that no one else is gonna know about. And then the person comes back and is like, this company did this, and they're like, oh, Kodak, and you're like, fuck, right? Like, I knew that, but I didn't get to say it. That could be a fun show too. But,
We should do it.
enough of other shows. We're gonna do this show right now, the one that's happening. So we're gonna play a game called Whelp Review. So what we're gonna need from the chat is we are going to need a first name. Just a good old first name.
That's it.
Do you have a first name, chat? Can we?
Feel it?
lovingly.
Did they really say
throw it.
Wilford and Guilford right after each other? Oh my god, chat. You guys are wavelengthing it up.
Wilford, Guilford, and Milford.
What's your favorite first name?
We're
That's
gonna go-
mine too.
We're gonna go with Josephina. Just very elegant sounding. We don't get a lot of eloquent sounding names. So let's go ahead and come up with a business. This could be any old business that you might encounter in your real everyday life. So we've done things in the past like laundromat and bar and grill and cosmetic store and smoothie place and an antique shop and a guitar center, very specific on that one, and yeah, things like that. Oh, I wish Pokemon Gym was a reasonable answer. I wish, but sadly it is not.
It's just a Pokestop for Pokemon Go.
Pokestop, yeah.
that has Yelp reviews on the internet. It's like great stop.
Interesting. Some of these are just things, but that's okay. That's all right. We will go with. I like battery recharge kiosk. I think I'm just gonna broaden it to battery store because I think that's just a little bit more to work with. But this is Josephina's battery store.
All right. So the other day I went to Josephina's battery store because I needed a new battery for my cell phone. And when I walked in, they said, "What's the wattage?" And I said, "I don't know what the wattage is. Shouldn't you know?" And they said, "Okay, I guess we'll look it up." And they typed on their little computer, and what came up is that the battery I needed was a super generator. So now they said that the battery they put in my phone also can just charge my whole house, and I don't have to pay my electricity bill anymore. So yeah, Josephina, they kick ass. I definitely gonna give them 5 stars.
Yeah, I went to Josephina's because I was looking for a new car battery. And they said, "Oh yeah, sure, we got what you're looking for." And then they handed me like one of them little 9-volt batteries. And I was like, this ain't a car battery. And they were like, "Sure it is, plug it in." And so I went, "But it's not gonna fit." And they were like, "Here." And they went out to my car and they plugged it in like under the dashboard. And my car worked fine. It worked as a full functioning car battery. So I'm not really sure how exactly it worked, but it sure does work. So thanks, Josephina, 5 stars.
I went to Josephina's battery shop the other day, and I was a little concerned for my safety while I was there. There was like a clerk or something just kind of standing in the corner as I came in and did my business, who was just looking at me like he almost like he wanted to pick a fight or something. Anyway, I got creeped out and ran home. 3 out of 5 stars.
So I went to Josephina's store just last week, and to get a battery, I needed a new car battery, and they asked me if I wanted to try out their new clean energy program, and I'm a pretty environmentally conscious person, so I said, yeah, sure. And they wheeled out this very small sun that was contained in like some sort of glass box that was emitting energy. The guy that wheeled it out had like a trench coat on and goggles. He said to call him Dr. something, Dr. Squid or something, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I brought it home, and it has not, it sucked all of my silverware out of the kitchen, but so far it's been working really well for my car. 4 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I stopped in, to get some batteries from the old shop, and they made some changes to the places. It's a pretty cool building architecturally, but it's got a lot of space. So they used to have these like kind of rafty like metal beams that would cut across the top. Anyways, I was looking up because I dropped something, and as I was looking back up to put it on the shelf, I noticed that there were all these like metal sculptures. They kind of looked like people. It was hard to tell, but they were hanging just all over up there in the rafters. And, you know, I'm into some weird art, but it's not the kind of thing. It just felt like someone was watching me the whole time. Or like 70 people were watching me. But I know, it's just metal. I'm being paranoid. Anyways, 3 out of 5. Good trusted place.
I went to Josephina's battery store the other day, and when I was in there just trying to find normal AA batteries, one of the other customers there started to have, I think, what was a heart attack, and the employer came over and said that they knew CPR, but when I looked over their shoulder, I saw them making a small incision into their chest, and they shoved a 9-volt battery into the person's chest, and they just got up and were fine after that. And I don't know what they're doing there, but I guess it's good. I mean, and the AAA batteries I got were also very good. 4 stars.
Yeah, so I went over to the battery shop because I was running low on AAAs for the remote control. And I don't know, when I walked in there, I just felt heavier. It's hard to explain. Like there was just like extra gravity there or something. I'm not really entirely sure how to explain it other than that. But yeah, I mean, I got my AAAs and they've lasted a really long time so far. So I'm just wondering, you know, what's the deal with like the gravity around that place? Seems kind of weird, but 4 stars.
So I went into Josephine's as I usually do every Wednesday, and they offered me this new option, the clean renewable energy option, and I said, no, thank you. I'll take my classic nuclear, please. And they gave me the good old nuclear batteries like always. I'm a little worried they're becoming hippies, but still they make the good old nuclear batteries. If there's any leaks, just put a little duct tape on it. It's fine. 5 out of 5 stars.
Hi, my name's Melissa McIntosh, mayor of Farton. We are a city that is right next to your town, and once we heard that Josephine's battery store has this super generator type of technology, I immediately commissioned them, and they were able to create a super generator that could power energy to all of Fartown. It was incredibly useful, and we are off the grid. 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, so I stopped in the other day because I needed a new battery for my grill. And there was a weird kind of happenstance where this one guy was at the counter and he was checking out, and this guy behind the counter said, do you want to participate in our recycling thing? And he said, no, thank you. And he said, well, do you want to participate in our upcycling thing? And then they kind of just stared at each other real intensely for a few moments. And then, I shit you not, the guy on the other side of the counter takes his arm off, puts it on the counter, and the other guy sweeps it into a bin, like a recycling bin type thing. Then I see him pull out a second arm, put that on the counter, and the guy clicks it in place. All I can say is I'm not upcycling nothing. 1 out of 5 stars.
I went over to Josephina's battery store, and while I was checking out, just buying the little circle batteries that no one knows what they're called even when they supposedly need it, and while I was checking out, there was a red phone on the wall that started to ring, and the employee went over, and they were whispering, but I thought they said something like, Mr. President, and they were talking about the Earth's core, and that they need a new battery to go in the center of the Earth to fix the magnetic field of the poles. And I just got very confused, and I was quickly rushed out of there by these two people that didn't look like they had any skin. I mean, the batteries work, so I guess I gotta give them 4 stars.
I walked in to Josephine's battery shop, and I needed a new battery for my metal detector. And so I walked in with my metal detector to show them what it looked like and what kind of batteries it needed. And they freaked out. They immediately tried to get me to leave the shop and didn't want to give me any batteries and told me that they would smash my metal detector and never allow me back here again if I didn't leave immediately. I thought that was really weird, you know? I could be a paying customer. I just wanted to get some batteries for my metal detector so that I could find some treasures and trinkets in the sand. I don't see what the big deal is. And yet, for some reason, they were just very anti-metal detectors. So, needless to say, I will not be going back there. I will find batteries for my metal detector elsewhere. 1 star.
Somebody, call the police or something. I don't know. The guy who was looking at me weird in Josephina's, he followed me home, and then he proceeded to beat me up for like an hour, and I don't know what happened. I followed me home from the battery store. I just went in to get some batteries for my remote control, and oh god, I think there's probably like a broken bone or something. Somebody do something. I don't have a phone on me, but I do have my trusty Welp homepage up. Somebody help. 3 out of 5 stars.
My grandfather, he had heart troubles for a long time. And so, when he had, a heart attack, we rushed him straight to Josephine's, just as quickly as possible. And, they put a pacemaker in him, and they fixed him up right, and we were very appreciative. But, it only worked for so long. And then, so we brought him back, and they said, yeah, we can help him out. But, they said, don't worry, we'll help him out. So they take him in the back, and they fix him up again, but he's a little less him and a little more machine. Look, I guess I didn't realize that having a robot grandfather sounds really cool, but at some point it's not him anymore. Thanks, Josephine. 3 out of 5 stars?
I went into Josephine's like I do on occasion when batteries run out. My wife, 26 years, asked me to go get some more batteries, so I did. I drove there in the sedan I'd had for a few years, still paying it off. But it's okay, I have a reasonable, sound job. I work at a bank. I'm a teller there, I have been for many years. It was a job I got right out of high school. And anyways, I went up to check out, and the cashier just started asking me all these questions. Things like, you find a tiny frog on a leaf, what do you do? And I felt compelled to answer them. And then he would say things like, how does the color blue feel? And I struggled to keep coming up with these answers. But as I failed to find these words, it became apparent to me that I might be a synthetic being. I have memories though. Are these not real? What is have I overwritten these? How many lifetimes have I lived? Have I lived any of them? Anyways, I walked out of the store, and I couldn't remember where I was or why why I had gone there in the first place, but I feel I must return here now in another 20 to 40 years. 5 out of 5 stars?
See. Ending with a Turing test. I like it.
Yeah, you know.
Androids.
Just becomes more and more interesting.
How many people
Androids.
in this town are actually just synthetic robots made by Josephinus?
There's almost no way to tell.
There's almost no way to tell.
There is oh god, I literally just saw this earlier. The Blade Runner test.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when it was.
Yeah,
when it was
that's what
doing
I
that.
thought you were referencing.
There's new merch.
Oh,
New merch.
yo!
Yeah. Excuse me.
This is beautiful, Alex.
What?
This is just for you. only you can wear this.
Wear it. It's pretty good. No shame here. No shame here. Look, he's just the most. I'll get off my soapbox quickly, but he's just the most well-rounded actor. He's in everything. He's not gonna get typecast as anything because he can do everything. He went to Juilliard, but he's also super chill about it. Like, there's a scene from the behind the scenes of Moana where he's voicing, I think it's like Hey Hey the chicken or whatever it is. And he's in a booth and he's making just an absolute fool of himself. And then his comedic timing is so good. He sees the documentary camera come in and he just turns to them and goes, I went to Juilliard, which is so funny. And then he goes back to making chicken noises. He's a brilliant voice actor. He's a brilliant live person actor. He's done his own shows. He's a good side character in other shows. He's done a villain, a hero, a lovable goofball. He's the best. Anyways.
Wow.
But,
we stand Tudyk here.
Do stand Alan Tudyk here.
You really deserve this shirt.
The first movie I ever saw him in, and so the character that I always see him as was A Knight's Tale, and actually
Yes.
it's the same with Paul Bettany.
That was his first major film that made him kind of a relevant scene or relevant person in Hollywood.
I saw a meme not that long ago that was like, this is how most people know Paul Bettany, and it's Vision, and it's like, this is how I know Paul Bettany. It's him naked in A Knight's Tale. It's such a good movie. Like, if you want to see a movie that is just a goofy period piece with Alan Tudyk, Paul Bettany, and Heath Ledger all starring in it, then you gotta watch A Knight's Tale, because it's...
I've never seen A Knight's Tale, to be honest.
It's so good. It's so good.
Fake fan.
Still good? Good? Maybe we'll do a movie night. Maybe I'll stop promising movie nights that we won't do. Who knows? Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Chat, how you hanging in there, chat? Hanging in there, chat? Tor, I noticed earlier that you reacted very strongly to us doing an astrology game about Tauruses. Are you a Taurus? Is that where your Taur comes from, or are you a different Taur?
Oh, I also, Dom, earlier I heard you say I watched a video about tourists in Philadelphia. I
Yes.
really thought you said Tauruses in Philadelphia.
Yes.
What to do in Philadelphia if you're a Taurus?
Are you telling me that wouldn't be great? That wouldn't be a
If
great
you-
video series.
If you had a YouTube series that had mid-level production capabilities and like really good thumbnails, and it was just called Astrology Tourism, and every episode was a different person, a different astrological sign's take on the location they're in, I guaranteed you could hit 6 million follows by the end of 2 years.
Easily.
Easily.
Is that us?
Right
Is that
now,
what-
right now, our generation is having such an astrology kick for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but like people right around our age range are really into that shit right now.
Yeah, is that what we pivot to?
I mean,
Maybe.
It could work. I'm a confident enough man to bet on that I think that if we sold out and that was what our channel became, we could make so much money. But
Also-
not today, Satan. That's what we said.
Thor did say, I'm a tourist named Tor. So,
There you have it, folks. You
That is
heard it
very
here
cool.
first. Straight from the bull's mouth.
Sell out, make coins. If we were gonna sell out, there's a lot of other content we could make. That's
We've
it would
got,
definitely
like,
be cheaper.
what would it
5
be?
different sellout backup plans, don't
What
you?
would it be? Name them.
What's your favorite
What?
sellout plan?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
your
Alex,
favorite?
5 sellout plans. Let's hear it. Go.
Well,
Also-
some of them
One.
I can't say because we're actually planning on doing something.
No.
Damn.
There's at least 2 things we're actually
Oh.
planning on selling out for.
Oh, yikes.
And neither of them is a Campbell's sponsorship.
Oh my god.
That's a whole other version of
Look,
sellout.
I honestly don't think selling, like, if we sold out for Campbell's, it would be considered selling out, because I think it's been established for so early that is the goal, so that is not selling out, you know?
No, yeah, I agree. That if we get a Campbell sponsorship, that's not selling out. That's accomplishing the hustle.
Yeah.
we made that bread.
Then we can retire. Once we get our Campbell sponsorship, we just go dark immediately.
Look,
We do
look,
one episode that is completely Campbell centric, and
It's
then
so-
we go dark.
Here's the deal. Once we get some money, right? And I'm talking like some like good sponsorship money. We can do so many shenanigans, like on a level of shenanigans that have not yet been shenanigized, right? Like we're gonna start being able to do things that are just truly absurd. That I think will give both us and our audience untold vision into the possibility of man's potential. So it's one of those things where it's like, stick around, find out, right? Like, let's see what happens, where we end
With
up.
us to a world of untold shenaniganery.
we do need
We're-
a sugar daddy.
Once we can sell out, oh boy.
Oh boy!
We're so excited about the content we can make once we sell out.
Hey, chat,
Honestly,
have you heard of Raid Shadow Legends?
Grabstar, I just want to clarify, we don't need a sugar daddy. We need a super daddy.
Exactly. We need a soupy daddy.
Soup daddy.
Look, I'm saying Campbell's already can get a Hungry Box from Smash in a commercial. You know, improv on Twitch is only a few steps away from that, you know?
Not that far. Yeah.
Yikes. We're gonna get there eventually. Anyways, speaking of getting there eventually, it's time for our next game, which is a good old game we call Swipe Right. Yo. What we're gonna need from chat is just
Oh.
a whole.
We do have a solo down real quick.
Oh, we do indeed. Steve, would you like to tell us about Soup Daddy?
Fine, I brought it up. This is my burden to bear. All right, let me know when we're ready, Dan.
Go for it.
Da 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 da. We are running for our goal. Our entire existence is for full. Oh, we are going to get that soup because we are an improv twitching group.
Group.
Yeah.
It was there. It was there. It was there.
It was there. We got it.
We knew it. It was there.
That hard.
No, it's good.
Oh
Let's
my
go again. I'm not gonna stop it. But
No, don't tell him to go.
Round two. Round two.
No. It was good.
Oh,
I do not feel good about that solo down.
Well, if you want to redeem yourself, the option's always there. It's yours.
Oh,
to
I
take.
don't need to redeem myself. I just need to forget about it.
That's fair. That's fair.
These Campbells will never notice
attempt
us.
+1. Notice me, Campbell. Campbell senpai.
Oh, on a Campbell's themed dating game?
Anime. Oh.
Dating anime?
A Campbell's Harem anime. Ooh, that's spicy.
Well, one of them is spicy.
Anyways, it's true. It's true. It's the chonky tomato.
Ooh,
It's got
hold-
dumb truck. Never. Anyways,
Tomato.
we are playing another game now. That is what I have decreed. So say I. We're gonna play a game called Swipe Right. All we need are some nouns, and we'll take the rest. These could be proper nouns. They could be improper nouns. These could be aloof nouns. Whatever kind of noun you're feeling, go ahead and litter our chat with nouns. That'll we'll do the rest.
All right, let's go.
Oh, righty. We are gonna start off with a bald spot. A date with me is like a bald spot. A date with me is like a bald spot. It gives you a lot to reflect on.
A date with me is like a bald spot. You don't really have to worry about it until you get to about your 30s or 40s.
A date with me is like a bald spot. It gets worse with age.
A date with me is like a bald spot. You can try to avoid it, but it's inevitable.
A date with me is like a bald spot. It's a real follicle.
A date with me is like a bald spot. It's going to be seeped in male insecurity.
A date with me is like a bald spot. I play for keeps. That's
A date with me is like a bald spot because I think that we should just split the bill half and half. You know, toupee.
A date with me is like a bald spot because you'll try just about anything to cover it up.
Alrighty, let's do a date with me is like a tinfoil hat. Ooh. A date with me is like a tinfoil hat. It doesn't matter. At the end of the night, you're still getting probed.
Oh, no.
A date with me is like a tinfoil hat. I like it lizard style.
A date with me is like a tinfoil hat. I run in very specific circles.
A date with me is like a tinfoil hat. You got to put on two to be safe.
A date with me is like a tinfoil hat. Function over fashion.
A date with me is like a tinfoil hat because I'm trying to get into your restricted areas. Yikes. All right, we'll move on to a date with me is like the stock market.
A date with me is like the stock market. I can't handle any games.
Date with me is like the stock market. It has ups and downs.
A date with me is like the stock market. No matter how long you spend time with it, you still don't understand anything about it.
A date with me is like the stock market. Peaks in its 20s, crashes in its 30s.
A date with me is like the stock market. I only come in two sets, incredibly high or incredibly low.
A date with me is like the stock market. It's all based on confidence.
A date with me is like the stock market, largely theoretical. All right, we're going to move on to a driver's test. Your driver's test.
A date with me is like a driver's test. You're going to hit it a lot.
A date with me is like a driver's test because it includes two people that don't want to be there.
A date with me is like a driver's test. I'm just there for the validation.
A date with me is like a driver's test. No matter how well I think I'm doing, everyone else is always yelling at me.
A date with me is like a driver's test. You're going to ask me to leave.
A date with me is like a driver's test. It's going great until you ask me to parallel park.
A date with me is like a driver's test. You're going to be pulling that emergency brake hard.
A date with me is like a driver's test. One of us is going to be judging the other very closely.
A date with me is like a driver's test. I haven't done this since high school.
Amazing. All righty. We'll do... I scrolled down and just saw lizard style, an exclamation point. But we're going to do one more, which is a date with me is like vegan mayo.
A
Max?
date with me is like vegan mayo. No one asked for this.
A
date-
You know what? A date with me is like vegan mayo. It goes really great with a tasty sandwich.
A date with me is like vegan mayo because it's not going to involve any eggs whatsoever.
A date with me is like vegan mayo, overpriced and doesn't taste as good.
Date with me is like vegan mayo. You can hardly tell the difference from real mayo.
A date with me is like vegan mayo. You could still fry food.
Max, any final word on the subject?
A date with me is like vegan mayo. Really underrated. I swear, guys. Please, I swear.
Amazing. Well, we can't take the final word away from a vegan. That would just be uncouth. Good job, everyone. Very punny tonight. Very punny. Good job. And with that, we'll I think we'll roll right into our next game, which is the dating game. No, it's not. It's Gossip Line.
You lied to
A little
us.
sneak peek.
Ooh.
What,
Now you
what
know
if
it's
we
coming
ask,
around.
what if we ask chat which they'd like to see first?
That's
Have
fine.
them
Chat.
determine.
What do you want?
Okay.
Make a poll,
Vote.
Dan.
Vote.
Poll.
Oh,
You can pick.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
rushed
keep in
this
mind.
quickly to the poll since
Since
election
I
day.
went to the polls.
it's election
There's
day.
not going to be another campfire for at least several more encounters, so who knows when you're going to have the chance to heal next. So you have to pick your game appropriately.
This is true. All right, you gotta choose what you want. What you want? Dating game or Gossip Line? One of them might
Chivas.
get cut, so.
So you know how we just played the dating game? Well, that's kind of a modification of another game, not the dating game. We just played
Quite right.
Swipe Right. That's a modification of another game called Sex with Me, which is essentially a very similar format, but it's Sex with Me is like blank, and then you make a pun. And you know how that was fun for a few minutes to do? I was just strolling through, trying to find who we might potentially raid this evening, and I found a group that had a title called 69 Minutes of Sex with Me. So if you wanted to watch that same joke for 69 minutes,
Hell yeah.
Oh boy!
I'll drop you a link.
Uncomfortably long, just like sex with me.
Exactly.
All right. Well, it looks like dating game is our winner.
All right, we're gonna play the dating game, which means Dan, you're in charge.
I am. All right. But first, we need to get Max out of here. Goodbye,
Go away,
Max. All right. So now that Max is gone, we're gonna be doing the dating game. Basically, Max is gonna have this choice between 3 contestants on a very real dating show that always results fairly. So we need to figure out the quirks and personalities of the 3 contestants. So let's see, who is first? Steve is first. So for Steve, let's see. We're looking for Steve. Steve has a special ability. What is Steve's special ability? Drop those in chat. This is what Max is going to have to guess for Steve, and Steve will have to give several hints about. So special abilities could be like backflips. It could be, yeah, that's the only thing. It's only backflips.
Child.
Yeah, bench pressing a child.
Just putting it out there. I don't know. I mean, like,
You want it
Damn.
all to just be references. You can walk on the ceiling. Oh, it's so good. Can turn water to Sprite. He's Sprite Jesus.
Right, Jesus. What a
The
word.
worst thing is that
no.
I wouldn't even put that past Sprite's marketing team as a real ad that they would do, you know?
no. The
Except Jesus
true
would be
name.
Shaq in this case.
Yeah, that's true.
The true name for that would be Jesus Sprites.
Ooh.
Motion
You're
design,
thinking.
that's a real life thing. We're looking for fake things.
All right. Steve, you can detach from your shadow.
Oh, we're
Right.
Peter Pan-esque
Yeah,
stuff.
you're doing a little.
I thought a D&D character that could do that once. It was pretty cool.
I'm actually
honestly.
gonna say you are
Sick.
detached from your shadow. You don't
Oh.
have the option. You're never attached, but you guys
We're estranged.
you guys just try to work in sync often so people don't notice, but it gets harder with time.
Divorced your shadow.
Yeah, you're divorced from your shadow. All right, next up
Separated at birth.
next up
But they got the kids.
we have Alex. For Alex, he has a secret that he doesn't want anyone to know about. What is Alex's secret? He cannot also be detached from his shadow, but it could be that he's allergic to all food and always has to hide the fact and pretend that he's eating. His secret could be that. all right. We might as well just stop there. All right, Alex, you are Hannah Montana.
Okay. All right.
Oh, man.
All right, great, and we do still have one more, and that would be for Dom.
Alex looks pained.
Since we already have the pop culture reference in there, sort of, we can do something else. We're gonna say Dom is made of something. He is not fully human. Before we've done like Jello, spaghetti, pretty much any type of food.
The real question is, are we human or are we dancers?
Dancers. Yeah, you're 50% dancer, 50% human.
It makes Christmas awkward because my mom's side of the family's dancer, but my dad's side is human. Let me tell you, the customs do not align.
Ugh.
And this doesn't necessarily need to be. I feel like we always go very physical with this. You could be made of an embodiment of like something not physical.
Yeah, we've done that before. I think somebody was made of lies.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
remember correctly.
And I don't want this to be easy for Max.
No, we wouldn't want that.
Max really hates guessing game. Well, I think he hates being the guesser in guessing game. So making his life difficult is only going to make all of our lives more enjoyable.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah. Charles's hopes and dreams. I like where you're going, but keep it going. I'm very tempted to just do made of the color yellow, but
Please don't.
I feel like we can push it further. Only exists in Max's mind. All right, we're getting there.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either, but I just want to, you know, we're in this
Yeah,
we're in this
workshopping.
writer's room.
No
you know,
wrong ideas.
Let's vibe it out, you know.
Bye.
I don't hate balloon animals either. That's what I
Bye.
suggested.
They're made of
Balloon
up
animals.
dog. Oh god.
Made of the hit video game Stardew Valley.
Oh man.
Um,
Ooh, someone got them. JMLD got them. He is the first sneeze.
I'm the living embodiment of the first sneeze.
You know what? We're gonna try it.
That's like a scene in and of itself.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy.
I'll take it. I accept this burden.
You are.
Oh
Lord.
I am the first sneeze.
Is the first sneeze. It's never a sentence I thought I would write ever.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Does everyone want to recap what they have?
Me and my shadow are no longer living together, though we're still married. I promise. We're working on things.
I'm Hannah Montana.
But not Miley Cyrus.
Yeah,
There's
not
no,
Miley
no.
Cyrus.
I am the first sneeze.
All right, well, Max is gonna have a good time. That's all. At least I know I am. So here we go. And welcome to the Dating Game, the only show that is still running on cable TV. I'm your host, Jim, and we're excited to get our new Bachelor here set up for love. Bachelor, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. My name's Xander. It's great to be here. I'm super excited.
Well, that's great, Xander. Well, we got 3 lovely contestants here ready to swoon over you like flies on a banana. All right, let's meet our first contestant. Contestant number 1.
Hi, Xander, was it? I just wanted to say hi. It's great to meet you. You'll find that I have a very bright and cheery attitude, and I always do things 100%.
That's great. Let's go to contestant number 2.
Hi, it's great to meet you. I hope you don't mind, but I do have other obligations, so I can't always spend time with you. But I hope to spend as much time as I can with you.
Busy, busy, busy. Contestant number 3.
Mine is eternal. I have existed since before the universe itself. Well, that is a little bit of a lie, just what it says on the website. Really, I came about when the first came about. I was there at their side, and there have been many after me. But remember, mine was priority number 1.
Amazing. Well, now, Xander, you've met all of your first 3 contestants. Do you have any questions you want to throw at them?
Yeah, I have 1 or 2 questions. This first one is just for all of you all. I am looking for the real deal. You know, who's gonna go the distance? Where do you see yourself in like 5 years?
All right, contestant number 1.
All right, 5 years. Oh, that's a decent ways out. Well, I mean, I see myself probably walking down the street, always kind of checking behind me, you know how it is, making sure that it isn't following me anymore. I mean, we're not supposed to see each other, but sometimes they hang around and try to copy me. But you know, it's whatever. It's a working relationship. But yeah, that's probably just walking down the street somewhere, like this exact second 5 years from now.
All right, way to interpret the question. Contestant number 2.
Well, in 5 years, I hope to be an even bigger star than I already am. Well, I mean, I'm not a star. No. I mean, I hope that I learn about I know a star. She's so famous. You would absolutely love her, and I hope that she's just even more successful than she already is.
All right, we got a bit of a fangirl. Contestant number 3.
Time is irrelevant to me. I have existed for so many years. And it is fair to say that my time has already come and gone. What I do now is of little consequence, for I am an achievement, and my achievement has already happened.
Wow, what a blessing to be in your presence. All right, Xander, a lot of good folks out there. You better ask some more questions before I sweep them up myself. What you got for them?
Oh boy. Yeah, let's see. I like someone with a little bit of the softer side. Do you think that you would bring me to meet your parents? How quickly? Would it take a while, or would you go right away?
All right, the parents, a big question for you, contestant number 1.
Parents, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, they kind of live in a very shadowy area, so I mean, I wouldn't want to have to trouble you in any way. I mean, also, it lives with them, so like I can't. We're not really on speaking terms right now because they chose it over me. But you know, my older brother was always kind of casting over me, as you will, and he was always the favorite. So I think it can just be us.
Okay.
All right, a little bit dodgy. Contestant number 2.
I think we could totally meet my parents. They know all about me more than like anyone else. But if they do mention something that seems like pretty crazy, pretty out there, like, you know, as if like I have this other like personality going on, don't even worry about that. Like, don't listen to them. They're just joking around. It's just a joke that they say sometimes.
Okay. Sounds funny.
All right, and contestant number 3.
I do not have parents, for I exist at the will of the Creator. I am an instance, a simultaneous gust of power that was expelled from their mighty face. So it is true that I do have a Creator, as we all do, but to claim parentage from such a powerful and wondrous being is a falsity I cannot speak, for I make only one sound, the echoing of a high-pitched kaboof.
Woo-wee!
All right.
Getting hot and heavy up in here. Now look, we're running out of time here, so we have time for one closing statement from each contestant before the Bachelor makes their jellicle choice. All right, contestant number 1.
Well, I think if you choose me, we could go to a movie. That way I wouldn't seem super weird to you. As long as it's not Peter Pan. I got made fun of a lot. People called me Peter Pan, and I think that's a little insensitive to my condition. But hey, at least I'm not in my brother's shade anymore.
All right, contestant number 2.
I think us together would be the best of both worlds. I mean, what do you think of if I dyed my hair blonde? I mean, don't think of that. Do not think of me blonde at all, please.
All right, a little back and forth. Contestant number 3.
Well, I am at a loss for words. I feel that if you and I were to end up together, I could shield you from the great things that have befallen my kind throughout the time. Things like pepper, or staring into the sun for too long. Sure, it has given birth to many like me, but remember, I was the original.
Oh,
Sure.
Interesting. All right, Xander, you've heard everything you need. Just speak from the heart. Let's hear your
Okay.
thought process.
I just want to say to the contestants, thanks so much for coming here. I really had a good time getting to meet all of you. I do have to say, I've come to a bit of a verdict. Contestant number 1, family is just really important to me. And the fact that you were stolen away by a changeling means that I don't think that things are going to work out between the two of us.
Oh, okay.
And for contestant number 3, you see, I feel like I know a few of you, but I'm not really interested in dating a poorly written Dungeons and Dragons deity. So that means that I'm super excited to say I want to go out with Miley Cyrus.
Who told you that? Oh my God!
No, Miley Cyrus. No, I'm sorry.
Said it on
Our
national
energies.
television. Oh no!
Well, it looks like all was revealed tonight. Join us next time for more love on the dating game.
This isn't live, right? We can cut that out, right?
Nope, we're all live.
Oh no!
You're
Sorry.
through. See.
Is that it? Is that right?
100%, all of them.
Got it.
Yeah, you're flawless, all of them, perfect. The
I will
poorly
have to
written,
check you,
honestly,
however.
was so offensive.
I will have to correct your knowledge of Irish mythology. The changeling is the thing the fairies leave. The changeling doesn't steal the baby away.
Oh, right. Excuse me.
Look, if
Excuse
it doesn't end up with David Bowie in a leotard, and I can see his crotch, then I don't care what baby gets stolen from where. That's all I'm gonna say.
God damn it! It better remind me of that babe.
So, if you must know, Max, you were correct about Alex. He was secretly Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Steve was someone who was detached from his shadow.
Okay.
And Dom was the first sneeze.
Okay. Okay. But I wasn't wrong.
No.
No, you just had no chance of getting it right.
No.
Okay.
The poorly written, though.
But
really,
yeah.
I will say that is something I'm going to include in my next D&D campaign.
Oh yeah, that one of the gods is just the first sneeze.
The
Yep.
first sneeze ever.
I am the god of sneezing. I'm sorry, what?
I echo through lifetimes.
I don't know about a god, but it would be a really good warlock patron.
Yeah. Why do you keep wanting me to just throw pepper at people? Do what I say for reasons.
It is my will, it must be done.
Steve, for years, the second guess I had was Abel from the Bible, because you kept referencing being in your brother's shadow. But
in the biblical musical Garden of Eden, no, Children of Eden, Cain and Abel song is my favorite song from the whole show. That's irrelevant fact.
they should make a video game out of that. Was that pre-stream?
Who's to say?
For what?
So
An
sad.
Abel video game?
Yeah, man.
It writes itself.
It does write itself.
Dan was saying, why aren't there more video games based on musicals?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
Was
agree.
that pre you guys getting even on the Zoom call? I don't
Yeah,
know the
maybe,
conversation at
maybe.
all.
It really was. I said this earlier. I was like, why isn't there like a Hamilton video game where you like just do the Revolutionary War and you break out into song every now and then, you know?
I think that's called Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Well, the problem
play
is-
Hamilton.
The problem is that movies, like properties getting adapted into video games, have such a bad reputation because we all had those like Game Boy Advance games of like this movie, and then
Here's
it's
the
just
thing.
that character animate, like the one main character animate bobbing up and down while you collect whatever meaningless coin is on the platform that you gave.
Now, the Game Boy ones are all the same. Yeah, they're like that. You just collect coins or whatever. But there was a brief, a glimpse in history where video games based on movies made for the PlayStation 2 were so goddamn good. Like the Monsters Inc. video game, the Meet the Robinsons video game, the Robots video game. It's like there are so many video games that are based on like mostly Disney Pixar movies.
Sure.
That they're by no means like fantastic video games with like great stories that build on the universe or whatever. But if they weren't really damn fun to play, then I don't know what is. Because, that was a good time.
So I just remembered, Alex, I think you drug this up out of the depths of my memory, that there was a Chronicle of Narnia video game, which I feel like was what I remember was it was just the movie. It was supposed to be the movie in video game form, but video games have a long production cycle and movies have a long production cycle. So in order for the game to come out around the same time as the movie, the game was being made at the same time the movie was. So the game had boss fights that weren't included in the movie.
Wow.
Nice.
That sounds like the Harry Potter video games were similar.
Why did they make a Ratatouille video game that isn't just a cooking simulator? Like that to me, they made a game that follows the plot of the movie as all of these movie-based games do, but like
Yeah.
that's the best. Like imagine if you had to play a cooking simulator where you had to be Remy in the hat and just like impulse cook. It's like it'd be like a rhythm game, but also a cooking game at the same time.
I think it's because beat 'em up 3D platformers, which is what I'm assuming it is, because that's what they all were. are like some of the easiest conceptually and like mechanically to make.
Yeah.
Especially for like that platform. So yeah, they just like would pump them out for every movie. Basically had its own like beat 'em up platformer with a couple puzzles.
Yeah, that's fair. The way back in my mind is the Rugrats game that was on the original PlayStation is what I played it on. It was like one of the 2 games I had on the PlayStation 1, where I think it was largely mini games and the overworld was just their house. So you would just walk around their house and like play little mini games in different areas of the house. It was what I remember good.
There are multiple Rugrats video games, and many of them are pretty good. Rugrats in Paris, I think, is the one that most people know of. And that one, somewhat similarly, it's mostly like a conglomeration of a bunch of mini games. But you like go throughout the overworld to get to them and have to like unlock the map and stuff like that. But there's one that not a lot of people know about. That, oh man, I knew the name of it, but now I can't remember. I think it has a scale. I'll look it up later. But
Rocket Power?
No, it was a Rugrats game.
Oh.
And it was so good, but everyone just remembers the Rugrats in Paris one, and I'm so disappointed because I really want to get that one for myself.
Rugrats Tournament Fighter?
No.
Reptar?
Not Reptar, no.
Reptar
was in Rugrats in Paris, I believe.
Oh, that's the mechanized Reptar, because the kids end up in the giant Reptar scooting through barrels. That was like one of the first times I think conceptualized what CGI was, because I very clearly remember this thing like rolling around the city in a way where I was like, that's not a cartoon. What is that thing right there? what is this? This 3-dimensional object.
Rugrats Royal Ransom. That's what it was. It's Rugrats Royal Ransom, and it is a really good game.
Speaking of really good games, it's time for us to play a brand new game.
What? Fuck.
A brand new game.
Every time.
It's gonna be spicy.
Let's not tell them anything about it.
Yeah.
Nothing about it.
Well, Dan, you're hosting this one.
Yes.
To the extent that you're in charge. I guess all of us but Steve will leave?
Yes.
Is that what we decided?
Yes. It's just me and Steve are staying.
Okay. Well, goodbye, everyone. Dan will maybe inform you, maybe not.
Who's
Have
to
a good
say?
one. Who's to say?
All right. It's just me and Steve. Steve, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good.
But we've got something on our plates right now.
We do. This new game, which we are calling Surprise Inside, is a game. But before I tell you anything more about the game, please send in objects. Just write in chat any objects that you want. As many as you need is really what we're looking for.
Yeah, something mundane that you might like have laying around the house. Or maybe a little...
Steve, I would also recommend you write these down so you remember.
Okie dokie.
All right, I like these objects.
Tell me which ones you're choosing for this.
I will, yeah. Let's see. So up first in the lineup, we're gonna have Alex. We're gonna try to do the Wii Fit balance board.
All right, interesting.
Do you want to? You can pick out the next two. I just wanted to get that one.
Who chose? Okay, that was JMLD's suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with Crabstar's suggestion of an alarm clock.
Alarm clock. That'll be for Dom.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Hit the wrong button. Ignore that.
Daniel.
Chad might have seen a little bit of what is happening.
How dare you?
I know.
I saw it.
They saw it. No, the reveal. The big reveal. It's fine.
Don't worry about that, chat. Don't worry about it.
Shh.
Chat,
don't worry about it.
Let's get a nutcracker for the last one.
Okay, and Nutcracker will be for the last one. All right, so with this game, this is a guessing game. And the way that this guessing game is going to work is that each person is going to have to be guessing the specific item that they don't know what it is. And Steve is the one that's going to be giving them hints for them to try to guess said item. That's pretty much how it works. It's pretty straightforward. Is there anything else you want to say while I'm quickly stalling?
I just wanted to say, I don't have a medical license, and nobody on our stream does, so don't take any medical advice you're about to hear as fact, because it is not.
Yeah, we are dumb, and we admit that fully and often. All right, let's see.
Jazz, we haven't even given the advice.
Yeah.
How do you know you want to take it?
Are they already about it? Okay. So let's see. Okay, and we'll get the scene started with you waiting there by yourself, Steve. All right, you ready?
All right, ready.
All right.
Whew, alrighty then. This is definitely going to be an interesting day. I can feel it. I read my horoscope this morning, and I'm expecting some interesting stuff. No, I'm not an Aries, but I am licensed to practice on anyone an Aries might encounter.
Oh, Doc, did you say you can help out an Aries? That's me. I'm an Aries.
Oh, did somebody try to murder you?
Oh, well, yeah, I think they did. And I, you know, it was hard. It was so dark, so it was hard to see. But wow, they really snuck up on me and got me good.
All right. Let's just have a quick look. See, what's up in. Oh, and that's All right. So I just wanted to ask you, how did this come to get stuck in your in you?
Well, there I was sitting at home, right? And I was enjoying the television, and I hear a knock at the door, and I thought, oh, okay, it's my pizza delivery. And so I opened the door, and instead of a pizza delivery, it's a guy, and he's got this thing in his hand, and he gets me real good with it and just shoves it all the way through my rib cage, and
I can see how this would fit neatly in a pizza box, but dang, he must have had some good core strength if he was carrying this around like a pizza.
Yeah, I know. Well, he was a huge dude, really, really strong. So he just, you know, I wasn't sure if I was more surprised at him or at what he was carrying.
Yeah, definitely. But are you sure this isn't yours? Your medical chart says that you're a big Nintendo fan.
Oh, well, you know, I do really like Nintendo, especially some of the older consoles, but I think that, you know, for this one, I never actually got this one. So maybe it was the guy that I tried to buy one off of on eBay, and he came to deliver it, but he delivered it wrong.
Oh, well, you probably should have invested in this one. Your chart says you're a little overweight, and definitely would have helped out with that. But we don't have to go into that right now.
Yeah, no, I just, you know, I think that if you can keep it intact, I would love to. I don't have any games for it right now, but I think that, you know, having a console like this could be really helpful for my collection.
All right, well, I'm just gonna have to give you a little recommendation here. I'm going to write you a prescription, that's the technical term, and we're gonna send you over to the sports resort so that you can start your rehab over there. And if you need we'll get a trainer.
I can't walk. I keep losing my balance. It's really hard, you know?
All right. Well, I mean, if you really need help, I guess we could do something about that. But why don't you go ahead and tell me what you got stuck in?
I just look. The guy attacked me with the Wii Fit balance board, and I just don't know, what I can, how I'm supposed to get this thing out of me. It shouldn't be in there.
All right. Well, here's your prescription. Don't hurt yourself on the way out.
All right, I'll try. Ooh, I'm getting some vertigo.
Ooh, that was it's always rough to see a patient in that kind of condition. Anyway, I've got to steel myself, for I know, as a doctor, we're gonna have some tough things to talk about today.
Mind if I come in, Doc?
Oh, yes, come here. What seems to be the problem today?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me that, to be honest. I haven't been feeling so good since last Thursday.
All right, so just a couple quick basic questions before we get into it. How have you been sleeping recently?
Oh, piss poorly, Doc. Piss poorly.
Oh,
I wake up every night, multiple times a night. It's pretty horrible.
Interesting. And do you have a fear of alligators, particularly?
Oh, not so much alligators, no, but I am afraid of most species older than humanity. By default, if you were around at the same time as the dinosaurs, you know something we don't. I'm not a fan of that kind of insider trading.
All right, great. And it seems that you recently had hand surgery. Are you in the pirate profession?
Well, Doc, like I tell my buddies at work, if we ain't in international waters, shut your mouth. I do. My family comes from Florida. I can say that much, and we're 7 generations proud.
All right, great. So, that does not look comfortable to have in your stomach? Question mark?
Well, like I said, sometimes things get a little bit desperate out there on open waters, and you gotta eat whatever's available.
Interesting. Now, how did you come about consuming? You said you consumed this whole thing. Now,
One bite at a time, Doc.
Leave that to a Labrador or something.
Oh, well, what can I say? When you don't ration appropriately, you take irrational actions. I gobbled it down. It was better than starving to death.
And this didn't cause concern or surprise or, oh God, there's another word that I can't think of right now.
Concern? No. Surprise? Not even a little bit. Unwavering fear at my human limits? Absolutely, Doc. Absolutely.
All right. And that seems to be an issue. Now, can you tell me what time it is right now?
Yes, Doc, I can. See, if we wait another 5 to 10 minutes, I'm sure this thing's gonna start to make a very particular noise. And when that happens, we'll know exactly that it's 8 o'clock.
That might be the cause of your sleeping problems.
Now that you mention it, waking up so cyclically is pretty bad. I mean, it only happens twice a day, but at least it happens.
Well, you seem in TikTok shape. I will just write you some Ipecac for later. And what did you swallow?
Well, Doc, you can count on me to always make it interesting. I swallowed an alarm clock. I did.
Of course you did.
Well, back to the high seas.
All right, goodbye. Oh, God. Hopefully next time we don't have somebody swallowing anything or putting it in their body in any way. This has just been concerning.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
Oh, Doc, I don't feel good.
Oh,
Not one bit.
You're not looking so holly or jolly right now.
Oh boy, I don't feel it. I mean, they all told me to do it at the holiday party, and I just couldn't stop myself.
Oh, dares from your coworkers. Those can be rough. Now, I've just got a couple quick questions. First of all, how did this happen?
I mean, okay, so we started drinking some of the punch, and we all got real funny with it, and we were playing a game of truth or dare, and they just challenged me. They said, I bet you can't get this in there, and I said, oh, you just watch. I thought that those were going to be my last words ever. Oh, you just watch.
In there, you mean up your crack?
No, this was a workplace. That would be incredibly inappropriate for a workplace.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I was wondering which end it came in on. This will definitely.
My belly button is the end.
Now, it says right here you have splinter cell anemia, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's right. It was pretty dangerous because this is pretty spiky, so going in, it caused some issues.
Yeah, I'm sure the little hat on the top didn't do you any favors with that. But now, I've got a quick question here. Are you recently feeling an urge to fight a rat?
You know what? That's a funny question. I kind of need to take it. That's
maybe multiple rats in the same body.
Yeah, kind of like in a action sequence almost.
Action. Okay. Interesting. And so you said this was at your Christmas party. Now, what was going on there? Were you roasting chestnuts at an open fire, or?
Yeah, people had like a lot of different decorations there. There were so many decorations. There were things to break into chestnuts. There were various Yuletide accoutrements, and it kind of turned into a one-upping game of what can you shove in your belly button. And I, Joker as I am, thought that it would be so funny to put a nutcracker so far down my belly button that I could just lift the lever up and down out of my belly button and it could chew my food for me.
All right. Well, I will have to say that's not medically sound or anything I would recommend at all. I'm
so
gonna have to
uncomfortable
right now. You're going down to surgery.
Okay, I need it.
All right. I hope you make it out.
Oh.
See.
Wow.
Woof. We went to some dark
that
places
visualization of the Nutcracker.
Oh my
doing your
God.
food for you.
Not
Not good.
Not want.
Not
Did
good.
Not want. We're gonna get right into our final game here. Just any words you're feeling, throw it in the chat. Max, whenever you're so inspired, take a word and let's end ourselves in a very appropriate, very thematic Irish drinking song.
Also, what'd you guys think of Surprise Inside?
Yeah, what do you guys think of our new game?
You like it?
Crapstar told us about his surprise inside, which
Oh.
wasn't as fun as any
No.
of the three objects we came up with
No.
today.
A good Welp review.
Oof.
You have a kidney stone in March. It's a Blarney stone. That's a horrible. I'm sorry. I apologize for existing.
Dumb!
I don't know why I said that. Oh no.
Blarney.
I don't know why I said that. I'll give myself a red card. It's okay.
Oh my god.
I'll cancel myself. Anyways, let's just put words in chat and we'll sing, and then we'll go home. How about that? How's that sound?
We need to go home.
We need to go home. We're too drunk.
As we wait, patient.
Any word.
Literally whatever word you want. Even if that word is word or whatever.
Even if that word is redeeming a hoedown.
All right, sleep. It's the very first one. We'll just do sleep. Okay.
All right, take it away.
We're gone.
Yep.
Oh, Heidi, di-di, 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 di. Oh, Heidi, di-di, 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 di. I was very tired. I went to my bed. I needed a rest for my head. But I didn't find it. I was woken up so fast. I was really upset to find my sleep did not last.
Oh, Heidi, di, 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 di. I thought it was a ghost, or maybe a spook, but I went down and it was the neighborhood kook. I said, get out of here, for you do not belong. And he showed me my own deed and said that I was wrong.
Oh, hi-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di. He told me, hey, now, bub, you best get out of here, because this house is mine, and you should fear. I said, how could this be? Who'd you buy it from? And he said, well, of course, I bought it from your mum. Oh,
di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di. I couldn't believe it, so this crook owned my house. He owned everything in it, even the mouse. I thought this couldn't be true. I was so down. I looked for somewhere to live, but he owns the whole town. Oh,
hi-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di. I looked high and low. I looked near and far. I looked for a new place where I could lar. And so I went all across the earth, looking for a place where I could set my hearth. Oh, hi-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di. Oh,
hi-di-di-di-di-di-di-di-di. Wow. Do you hate when somebody accidentally inherits the earth?
yeah.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Well, thank you all for being here, as always. It was great hanging out with you. And now the train wreck at the end. That's our favorite part. What can we say? Yeah, it was good. It was a good show. We went to some interesting places. We learned some fun facts about astrology.
About horsepower.
About horsepower.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this has been very educational all around. Sometimes they educational places called schools will show educational videos on slow days. So if you're a substitute teacher, pop on an episode of Show and Tell once in a while.
Yeah.
Kids learn the truth, especially if we play conspiracy theory. Yeah. Any final words, Max? You specifically?
Me? I don't
Just
know.
a final
Check us out
word.
Oh, what?
Just a final word, something, a summarizing thought, if you will.
Check us out on Tuesday night. Check us out on TikTok. We're starting to do things. I know that's not fun, but it's got to be said.
Yeah, you gotta get that plug.
You gotta get that plug. Oh, Cold Town! Thank you so much for the raid! Expert timing, Cold Town, because we're in our outro, but you know what? You showed up, and that's what matters, and we appreciate you, Cold Town. Always happy to see you. But yeah, we're wrapping up for tonight. Check us out. We're Show and Tell Live, weekly comedy improv. We play a ton of fun games, lots of fun visuals, and pretty rocking community. That's all you folks out there in chat land.
Oh boy, well,
We're doing it
now
again.
we gotta do a full hoedown.
Well, now we're gonna do a full hoedown. I guess we're not leaving after all.
What's the-
Thank you, youngster Jazz.
What's the order? What's the
We're
order?
doing the
Regular-
normal order.
Traditional
You're
hoedown
fourth,
order.
Max.
Okay, I know what order.
All right, take it away, Steve. We're not ending.
Da 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 da. Come follow me, peek behind the curtain. We've got lots of things in the lurkin'. We are planning, so be kind because we are all joining the hive mind.
Hey, we looked for sponsors and we looked to Goop, but Gwyneth Paltrow's crazier than soup. So we decided to go with camels instead, and I bet that soon we'll be in bed with them.
Thank you for choosing us for your raid. We hope that this game is well played, but unfortunately, improv's quite hard, and we're no rhymers because we are not just bards.
Oh, da 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 da. We are hoping that you had a peep, and we didn't put you right to sleep. If we did, I hope you had a dream that you are about to go raid a better stream.
Hey, when it comes to sponsorships, we can't be choosers. We could take a sponsor because we don't want to be losers. We haven't got Campbell's, which is the bleakest, but maybe we'll get someone like, I don't know, Victoria's Secret.
Victoria's Secret. Well, I'm glad we convinced 1/9 of you that we were worth following. So thank you so much. Yes, guys, we did it. Amazing. We're gonna go raid. Who are we gonna go raid? Chat, I will let you choose in the spirit
Not
of.
Town, that's for sure.
Not Cold Town, that's for sure. If you'd waited 10 more minutes, who knows what would have happened. But so you can either pick, chat. Do you want to raid pirates in a bar or a watchmaker? So those are your two options tonight, chat. Pirates in a bar or a watchmaker. Whatever you're feeling, that's what we'll go raid. Both very different vibes.
Generally, the way it works is the first person to say something, that's it.
All right, Crabstar is determined. We're going to the watchmaker. A true deist.
Oh, wait, no, we're getting more pirates.
Double pirates.
No, we're going. We got to stick to our guns here. Unlike pirates, we stick to our guns. So we're gonna go raid a watchmaker, whose name is Youngster Jazz. Got it right on. Mr. Horologist. Steve, correct my pronunciation.
Horologist.
Thank you, Steve.
Mr. Herbivore, that's the one. Gonna say hi to our new leaf-eating friend, this watchmaker. Go give him a bunch of love. They don't know who we are, but I thought it was interesting, so it'll be worth a watch.
Worth a watch?
Oh.
Hey yo, let's go meet our maker. Watchmaker. Anyways. Come hang out in our Discord. Come check out our TikTok. Max is putting a lot of work into that, so reward his work. YouTube's as well. Clip stuff. If you like stuff, clips go a long way. That's enough plugging. So we're gonna end stream the way we end every single stream without fail. Every single stream. How do we end it, Alex? Tell me how we do it every time.
We end every single stream by wishing my dad a happy birthday and acting like it's his birthday party.
Oh, yes, we do. Macaroni,
thanks for the year sub.
Thank you for the 1 year sub. Speaking of anniversaries, it's also Alex's dad's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Incredible!
Happy birthday!
Oh man!
Wow, I love what you've done with the place. Your hair looks great.
That's crazy.
Happy birthday!
I hope you had a good wish this year.
Oh my!
Blown out. Wow, that must be super.